So I'm going to show you through your controller, which this is the one you'll see on the cylinder in the cylinder cupboard. This is your main controller, and this is where you can alter your settings, your time settings. It looks very much like the one in your hallway, other than this button here is different. The one in your hallway has a little strongman symbol on. But other than that, it looks the same, other than this has a few extra settings in. So to access this controller, we press the bottom right hand menu button, which is this one here. We get these options up here. The software, the one I'm using today, is slightly different to the one you'll have in front here, and I have that extra line in there. So you'll only have the 4 options. You'll have set time and date, holiday, select schedules, and user settings. To access any of them there, all we need to do is press the OK button. Press OK once. We want to go in again, OK. If we didn't want to alter something, we use the left and right arrow key to toggle across, and we use the up and down to alter things. So you can see they alter quite easy there. If we're happy with what we see in front of us there, we press the OK button, confirm it. And again, this menu button is also a reverse arrow key to come back out of that menu. The next option on there is holiday mode. Holiday mode is something I recommend we don't get involved with. I'll just take you into it to show you it. But what it is really is, if you go on holiday, you can set your heating to be off or on a setback temperature. The easiest way to do that is just to turn it off on the controller using the power button here, which I will show you in a minute or two how to do that. Operation mode, we're going to forget, because that won't be shown on yours. Select schedules. It's important to read that right. It's select schedules. So in this menu here, we can actually select which schedule we're going to use. We've got a couple of options. If I just click in again, so I press OK, OK. So my first option is user defined 1, user defined 2, user defined 3. Those 3 there we can alter in the next menu. No schedule at all. What that means is, if we leave it on that, it just means it will operate off the room stat, which I'll explain to you again in a second. That is an option. It's not what we recommend. Some people do like to use that option. We also have predefined 1, predefined 2, and predefined 3. They're factory settings, and they factory set those schedules. So to see what is in those schedules, we need to go to the next menu. So I need to reverse arrow back out of there, and again, and again. And if I come down to user settings, I press OK. Set schedules, I press OK again. And room temperature, OK again. Set heating schedule, press OK. So user defined 1, if I press into there now, press OK. So I'm into that menu there now. And what we can see here, we have the 7 days down the left hand side, and we can have 6 time settings on the right hand side. If I come across, so remember, to left and right arrow key to toggle across settings, it's up or down to alter. So I come across, if I wanted to alter that time there, if I was getting out of bed at say 6:30 in the morning, I might want my heating on an hour before that. So typically I would set that to 5:30 on the morning. It's set at 21 degrees, but we can alter that if we wanted to. I'm going to leave it set at 21 for now, that one. So again, to come to that next line, I just press the right arrow key. That takes me down to the next line. It's set at 9:30 there, but I'm going to alter it. I'm going to set that to 10:30. I'll just come across. Like I say, if I want to alter any of these, it's up or down to alter them. You'll notice these 2 words flashed up there, comfort and eco, and they're our preset settings, which again I'll show you in just a second. When I finish here, I'll show you where those are. But instead of the aim of that is to make it easier, instead of going back and here to alter the temperatures, it's just to go to your preset settings and alter the temperatures there. Like I say, I will show you that in a second. So I'm going to leave that set at 16. Sorry, I've come out there. Let's go back in. So So I back down to 5:30. If I was happy with those settings there, by the time I get to the end, if I was happy with all my settings on that page there, it's telling me here, OK gives us option. So if I press OK, I have the option. And what I need to do there is, if I wanted to make my 5 days the same, I can go to copy day. If I could just come across here, again, so I'm toggling across with the right hand arrow key, press up or down to change between yes and no. If I wanted to make Monday to Friday the same, I'd change all them to yes. It's telling me now OK means confirm, so if I press OK, that's those saved now on those days. I'll just go back to my day there now. So if I come down to Saturday, you've noticed Saturday is changed. So Saturday is set from 7 in the morning until 9 in the evening. If I wanted to alter those, I can. Again, I can just go in. I might want that 7:30. So as you get more familiar with the system, you might notice in time you want to tweak your temperatures slightly or your time slightly. You know, I might realise 7 o'clock's not early enough for me eating. I might want it on at 6:30, that sort of thing. So if I was happy with those times now, I press OK. Again, I'm going to press copy day, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to make Saturday and Sunday the same. So it's just me Saturday is the day I'm in now. I want to copy it to Sunday, so I'm going to press OK. And then what I need to do is I need to save that schedule. So I press OK now, and I come down to save schedule. And I want to save it to user-defined one, because that's the one I'm in. So I'm going to press OK. I can change the name of that if I wanted to. You know, the letters up, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave it as user-defined one. That's that now saved, that's saved. So if I went back in, the user-defined one, there's my times, 5:30. You'll see me Saturday and Sunday is 6:30, look. So that has changed those settings. So in there, I've got user-defined 1, which I can alter, user-defined 2, I can alter, user-defined 3. I've also got the empty page, which I'm not going to do nothing with. Predefined 1, we'll just take a look in there. So these come to the factory set like this, and what this is, it's from 7 in the morning until 9. I know it's got Comfort and Eco there, which we are going to take a look at in a minute. 5 until 11. So that's typically someone that's like out the house all day, or you might say early winter time, beginning of winter, you might use that setting. I'll just reverse arrow back out of there, and if I go to my next one, so predefined 2, press OK to access that one. This one here is from 7 till 9 and 12 till 2, 5 till 11. So this, you could argue, is sort of, as winter progresses, gets a little bit colder, you might want to change up to this setting. Or it's also for someone that might be in and out the house in the day, coming home at dinner time sort of thing. Let's come out of there. Predefined 3, move on that one. Predefined 3, it's set from 8 in the morning until 11 in the evening. Each day is the same, right through 7 days a week. And that is ideal for like the depths of winter. Your coldest winter days, this is where you want to set over shower. Or for people that's in the house most of the time. Just reverse arrow back out of there. So now I've set my schedule. What I need to do is, and a lot of people forget this, if I just come back in, where it says select schedules, you must select it. So if I go to room temperature, press OK, heating, OK, user defined 1. That's the one I'm going to use today, user defined 1. So that's fine. If I, like I say, if I wanted to alter them to there. Right, okay, I'll just come out there, reverse arrow. So this takes us back to our first page with our 5 options on. You will only have 4 options on your page. User settings, I'll just go back into user settings there. There's those preset values which we spoke about earlier. So if we click into preset values, just press OK. Click into room temperature, and we'll notice it's got comfort, and it's at 21 degrees there now. 21 degrees is kind of what we recommend, but it doesn't suit everyone. Some people like it hotter, some people like it cooler, to be fair. Today, I'm gonna decide to set mine at 24 today. I've noticed the house isn't warm enough quite often, so I need to do something. So I'm going to turn it up a little bit. Might turn it to 23. If I was happy with that, I'd press OK to confirm. My eco heating, which is generally your overnight temperature, the lowest we can go is 16. I would recommend you leave that at 16, unless you are feeling cold overnight. Like I say, if you are feeling cold overnight quite regularly, you want to turn it up 1 or 2 degrees. I would only recommend going up 1 or 2 degrees and try it again and see how you get on. So I want to turn this up 1 degree today. Press OK. That's all our settings there now for our heating. So I've pressed reverse arrow back out there again to come back to our main screen. So our main screen now, that's telling us the actual temperature in here in the room at the moment. I also know that my heating's turned off because the green light's not on. So I must turn the green light on to get my heating on. Once the heating's on, I can press up or down to see where it's set to. So I did notice that it was set to 17 degrees when I first come on. If I want to turn the heating on, I'll just turn it up past where my point is at the moment. So it's 26 degrees in here, so I'd probably need to turn to maybe 28 degrees to get the heating to come on. In the summer months, I would recommend you press that green light to turn your heating off. I wouldn't have my heating on in the summer at all. And it's as easy as that. If the green light's on, it's on. If the green light's off, then it's off. So that's me heating on, that's me heating off. Our hot water, if there's ever a time we've got no hot water, it's on this. If we press the home button at the bottom, this is our hot water page here. And again, I noticed there the green light is off. So just because the green light was on in heating doesn't mean it will be in hot water. You need to check. So if I press my little green light, that should bring me hot water on. And it's saying there it's set to 48 degrees. I'll just go back to heating. So yeah, that's me heating off. Put my hot waters on. If I was going away on holiday, I probably would turn the 2 of those off myself personally, and that's no issue at all. You can do that's fine. Yep, that's pretty much it.